Boy, oh boy, just when you think things were going good, you got Offset doing way better than anyone thought he would. You got the world at your feet. You've been trending 5 days in a row. Offset's album doing very well. Might come in at, probably number 2 behind the Drake album. Who knows? Maybe number 1, depending on what Drake sold this week. 80,000, 85,000. Nobody expected that. Everybody was thinking this album was going to be a flop. So everything's going good. So I did see that Cardi B and Offset was going on a station head, was bringing his wife as a special guest. Cardi B. So you figure that's set up to be a grand old time. Well, you thought wrong. Because somewhere inside the station head, which according to a lot of people was supposed to be a set gang station head, I guess that's what Offset's fan base is called, a set gang station head. They said Cardi B then came on and wanted her fans to support Offset. She then said that, allegedly, she reportedly said if they get it to a certain amount of people, she'll have a surprise for them. According to reports, they got to that 1,000, and then she dropped music. Now, she said it was scrapped music, but I guess the response she was getting is that people didn't like it. All right? I guess the response she was getting is that people didn't like it. And then they started going off on her. Now, listen. This person said Cardi B is the only Mexican that don't work hard. And this is supposed to be her fan base? It can't be. Because calling her a Mexican is a dig usually said by her ops. People who don't like Cardi B call her a Mexican, when everyone knows she's not a Mexican. She's Trinidadian and Dominican. Everyone knows she's not a Mexican. So her fans would not be calling. I don't care if it's new fan, these things. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of all this. See, it's this new generation, these new weirdos that have, hybrid Bardi Gang. Overseas Bardi Gang. If you're a fan, you're a fan. We're Prince fans. We ain't got no hybrid Prince fans and overseas Prince fans and newbie Prince fans and OG Prince fans. If you're a Prince fan, you're a Prince fan. Period. All this new shit that these new weirdos are doing. So somebody said, oh no, that's a new hybrid Bardi Gang. That is no type of Bardi Gang if they're calling her a Mexican. Because they know she doesn't like that. And they know the ops call her that. Cardi B then responds, I hope you and your mother die. Cardi can't do that. Can't do that. Because there are people, and Cardi B is a human being, and I would not even insult her and act like I know what she's dealing with, because I'm not a multimillionaire. But you have a better life than 95% of the people in the world. The majority of the people wish they had your problems. Wish. You can't say that. Can't say that. The people that I blame is your fan base. Because why are, they're sitting here blaming people trying to say, oh, it's people like Milagro who's taping it and putting it out there. And listen, you all know what Millie's about. Millie does not like Cardi B. So you can't blame Millie. She's doing what she always does. If she doesn't like you, she has a platform big enough to, go viral or at least have a good amount of engagement. And she's got people who follow her who don't like Cardi B. So you can't blame Milagro. Your fan base should have been swarming around Cardi B with enough encouragement. And the moment you saw Milagro in your circle, you should have blocked her. So she couldn't record it. You guys haven't been around each other enough to know who's who? You don't know what Milagro's about. You know she has a big platform. You know she's going to tape anything negative about Cardi B. She hates Cardi B. So you really can't, Milagro was taping it and putting it out there. Hey, that's on y'all. That's on her fan base. That's on her fan base. Because you should know by now who's who, and you should be blocking anybody from coming into your circles. That is not Bardi Gang. So don't blame Millie. Don't blame anybody else. The thing is, Bardi Gang, you got to the point where, because she got them 5 number ones and she got them pretty fast, y'all started thinking that you have the power that those other fan bases have. And when I say those other fan bases, I'm talking about the Barbs. Yeah, Cardi B got the 5 number ones, but a lot of that was because the general public was tired of having one female rapper to root for, and they wanted to see someone new win. Not saying she doesn't have fans, but the majority of those number ones were going number one because of the general public. Now Cardi B said she wants to put a bullet in her head. She wants to kill herself. And these things are taking place inside the circles, which was supposed to be a nice night. I mean, listen. As a fan base, she should not be allowed to feel, she should not have to feel that way, especially in her own husband's Twitter circle or her own Twitter circle. Or station head. I keep saying Twitter circle. Station head. Now, here's my point. You got people telling me, don't get it from Milagro. Don't get Milagro's report. Well, guess what? Cardi B is trending, and I click Cardi B's name, and who's one of the first 2 or 3 threads that comes up? A thread from Mob's World saying what happened. 24,000 engagement, 44 comments. I go over to the Twitter circle for Cardi B, We Love You Cardi. There's only 75 people in there. You got 75 people in there, and you got 24,000 that has watched Milagros' thread. And over 44 people have commented. Almost as many comments as there are people in this Twitter circle. I mean, listen, man. Y'all gonna have to get on the ball. According to Millie's post, the guy said, Cardi, the only Mexican that don't work hard. Cardi said, hope you and your mom die. She then posted and deleted, I just want to put a bullet in my head. Then she said, F not liking the song is a reason why it's scrapped. But nah, it's calling me lazy, saying I'm over, criticize all my moves, but let me guess, I should be fine with that. Mind you, there's a reason why I only came at that page. It's not about being attacked, and it's funny because it was you, I don't know who she's talking to, who told me to unblock that page. It's the nasty, constant remark every single effing day. How you feel when they talk about your weak, soft soldier? Question mark. So Pilo can strip me down, but that's fine, right? Question mark. I don't really know. I think she meant people. People can strip me down, but that's fine, right? Listen. Cardi, you know I love you. But you also know that I'm going to keep it 100. Unlike other people who say they keep it 100 and say they're fair down the middle, but they're really not. Right? I'm fair down the middle. I love you. I'm not a Bardi Gang member because I'm just not a member of anyone's fandom. But your fan base needs to do a better job of protecting you, and you also need to do a better job of finding the love. There's plenty of guys I see on a daily basis. There's plenty of people showing you love. But you tend to find one of the 50 hate comments instead of finding one of the, millions of comments that's positive. You find one of the 50 or 100 Nicki Minaj fans. Stop replying to them. Make the people that can only reply to you people that you follow. This is what I don't understand about the celebrities that get upset with people on social media. You just said the other day you were starting to take a different approach. You said you had turned the corner. You're not going to be doing what you used to do. You should be over these comments. You should be used to these comments by now. On Instagram, disable your comments. Simple. Disable your comments. On Twitter, only let people reply to you that you follow. That's it. And you won't be able to see anything else. Can't you? You can fix your name so where people that you follow can tag you, or you don't allow your name to be tagged. Why can't you do that? And as far as Bardi Gang goes, let me remind you. This woman put out bongos. She went and grabbed Megan Thee Stallion, who had not been on a record in a year, for God's sakes. So everybody should have been waiting for her. She went and spent $2 million of her own money on the video. She then did an interview run through the radio shows. She did a behind the scenes. She had challenges. And she also put up a lyric video in about 10 different versions. And you still only got the record to 50. That's not on Cardi B. That's on you. That's on you. What else would you like Cardi B to do? You can't say it wasn't a good record. You can't say it wasn't a creative record. And then the video. What is that video at? Just 20 million right now? It's been out forever. You're not the fan base that you thought you are. Admit it. You talk a good game, but you don't back it up. I loved the record. It was a good record. And then you got Megan Thee Stallion on it, one of the 4 biggest female rappers right now. And 15 is good you can do? You got to start looking at yourself. Her fan base got to start looking at themselves. If you don't want to be a fan base, then don't try to parade around here and act like you're big time, because you're not. And on the other hand, Cardi B. You cannot talk to your fan base the way you do. Because what happens is, the ones that do support you, they get lumped into it. And when you say, I hate this fan base, I see fans of yours that support you, that tweet for you all day, that buy your music, and you won't even give them a follow. You won't even give them a retweet. But instead, you're following Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins, for Christ's sakes. People who could care less about you. When you got fans out there damn near willing to die for you, spend their last dollar, and they can't even get a follow. They can't even get a mention. But you're doing interviews with Jason Lee, who's throwing you under the bus. Armon Wiggins, who only uses you for his own benefit. But your real fans, you don't even get acknowledged. You should go on Twitter and spend the day, and instead of looking for the hate, why don't you spend the day, Cardi, looking at all the people who support you on a daily basis? If you need help, I can give you the names. I can give you the names. Because when you say you hate your fan base, it affects them, because they're not the ones doing it. You pay more attention to the hate than you do the love. And that's your problem. That's your problem. I love you as an artist, and I love your personality in general as a person, but you cannot. This is about the 5th time you've wished death on someone. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. No matter how bad it gets, there's people out here that don't have a dime to their name. And they're not wishing death on people. It's a bad job, Cardi. It's a bad job. I love you, but that's a bad job. Stop bringing death, wishing death upon yourself. Stop wishing death on people. Because you don't want them wishing death on you or your mother. Stop doing that. I'm a nobody. You're not going to listen to me. I'm just giving you good advice. I'm just trying to give you some good advice. And to protect your energy and protect your mental health, make your Twitter comments, only people that can reply to you are people that you follow. And disable your Instagram comments. There you go. Problem solved. And real Bardi Gang, y'all got to start making these records climb them charts. The highest she's been was what, number 10 with the record with Lotto. As much as that record got played, as much people were doing it in the clubs, 10's the best y'all could do. You can say what you want about that other fan base, but they will lie, cheat, and steal to get Nicki Minaj's record to number 1, or to get her record top 10, or get her record top 5. It's ridiculous that Cardi B has to go through this, and that night turned into what it turned into. But Cardi B, you got to clean up your act. And that fan base of yours, you need to start filtering out. That's why I had no problem. Look what Doja Cat did. At least she filtered out who her real fans are. You need to filter out who your real fans are and pay attention to your real fans. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood.